another season of anime tier list. We rate seasonal anime's most recent episodes. Sunday being the cutoff, Monday being the reset. And we got a couple categories. Dropped, trash, mid, good, great, peak. It's the usual layout that I always have in these weekly tier list videos. First up, let's just get the best anime of the season. There's no contest. I don't think there is actual any contest with this anime. I think that this anime exists on a different caliber compared to everything else. Perhaps something that actually genuinely defines peak. It's Takopi, bro. If you're not watching this, you're missing out. This is a 6-episode short season. And I think we'll have to see if it can deliver all the way to the end. Only seen 2 episodes so far, 4 left. And the first episode genuinely was like one of the best episodes of anime I've seen in a long time. I think that there is an advantage that this show has in the way that it deals with such heavy, dark topics, right? Like, imagine like you know, like those like Hollywood movie awards, like Grammys and blah, blah, blah. Usually like comedy, slice of life shows, movies, they never really can win those awards because of the substance it's covering, right? So I think, and I think Takopi is one of those animes where it's not one of those. It's literally like covering the most sensitive, dark topics of child abuse and bullying and just a psychological twist on just reality, right? And how an alien pulls up and wants to like save these kids, but in doing so, something really, really fucked up happens. It is shocking how amazing this anime is, and I do believe that it is the best anime so far. Easily, like within like 10 minutes of the first episode, I was like, this is easily a 9. Usually, like, I'll have to wait a couple episodes to really marinate before I let something go into the realm of the 9s, right? Because I think a 9 point something is truly the best score that I can give. There is no 10. 10 is a theoretical, impossible value that is simply a reference point to, you know, adjust anything else. But it's probably the best anime that I've seen recently. I don't think there's anything that even comes close. Now, this could be just recency bias though, on top of the fact that because it touches upon such sensitive, dark, edgy topics, will it actually, like, am I gassing it too high? I may be, right? So after the season ends, we'll have to really reflect on it to think, was it actually that good? But the first 2 episodes were genuinely shocking, like chilling. You want to watch an anime to really feel something? You want to like watch something to really get yourself fucked up? This is it. I have to warn you though, like, this is not for anybody. If you're not like mentally prepared, like the first, like in the beginning of the episode, there's literally a double suicide like warning saying like, listen, this is some heavy ass shit, so prepare yourself. The production value, like not even just a topic, right? The overall direction, the cinematics, it is beyond good. Like, the art style is so unique, the movements, oh my god, the character acting, the expression, the Sakuga, it goes crazy for, you know, an anime that doesn't really have, like, crazy fight scenes. So, I think that this anime genuinely does deserve rank 1 above everything else. Next up, let's talk about an anime that has fallen off so fucking hard. To Be Hero X, man. Was the most recent episode even good? It's actually so sad how much this anime has fallen off. And I know that there is an inherent disadvantage in the way that we're constantly doing character shifts so that not everyone is going to care about each character arc. Therefore, the viewership is going to inherently fall off. The Lolly arc was so bad though. And it wasn't bad. Relative to what I was expecting from this show after watching the Nice and the Isol arc, I wanted more. I'm glad that it was able to wrap up in 2 episodes. The first Lolly episode though was really funny. I really enjoyed the slice of life comedy that was coming back. That was actually really good. The second episode though is just the fight with DJ Shindig. I don't give a fuck. I'm not really watching this anime for fight scenes. And on top of that, the Sakuga wasn't even that good either. The most important thing, I guess, was how Ghostblade got confirmed, as well as this alien technology that can like touch, manipulate fear. And I feel like this episode is really, really huge in terms of like lore and world building of like, wait, is X an alien? We have tech that can also, you know, interact with this fear element now. A lot of theory crafting that can happen from this episode. But in terms of like the episode itself, I just feel like Lolly is an afterthought. Whatever. It's just meh. Thank you, Mystic Dia, for the 7 month. I appreciate it. But man, it has just been slowly just falling down, falling down. Here's my rating of like the arcs, I guess. I think the Nice arc probably is the best one so far for me. And I genuinely do believe the Isol arc wasn't even that bad. I love the twist with it too. It was a very dark and crazy plot twist, you know. I cared about that shit. And then it's probably the Queen arc. And then it's Lucky Xian. And then it's Lolly. Alright, so I don't know, man. There is, you know, it's second core now. I don't know if the momentum can continue. Hopefully, you know, we can go back to just glazing this shit and put it at peak. But in the most recent episode, this is not even comparable. And I think that you are disingenuous and so biased if you think that 2B Hero X, this most recent arc, was what everyone was talking about 2B Hero X for in the beginning. Next up, Sakamoto ain't even airing just yet. Let's talk about Dandadan. Dandadan. Mid? No, it was good. Was it great? The first episode came back and like the Baba and the GG's like martial arts was kind of cool, I guess, right? Man, this shit is suffering from sequel syndrome though. Krivates is getting higher viewership than this, man. A lot of like random ass fucking animes are getting higher viewership than this, man. Now, I think that it's just an awkward place right now, and we're expecting shit to pop off. This should be able to return to full glory, but man, the numbers across the board, I'm not talking about my channel, it's just like everyone's channels. You would think that this anime would be able to garner higher attention. It's not. And why is that? Sequel syndrome? It's what I call whenever there's second core, second season. It hasn't even been that long though, right? If anything, the biggest, you know, person that's the anime that suffered from sequel syndrome is Call of the Night, man. Call of the Night is doing so fucking bad right now. But I feel like Dandadan episode came back and it was good. The martial arts with the grandpa and the grandparents was kind of funny, I guess. But overall, just kind of meh. If we look over here, let's look at the Dandadan viewership, man. Dandadan. Dandadan. Done. Right? Oof. That's rough, man. I mean, it's hitting 3.8k. Not bad. Also, I genuinely don't want motherfuckers talking about like, oh, you have to put the full episode title name and fucking blah blah blah. Dude, and you have to be early. I literally was one of the first persons to upload Dandadan to YouTube that day. So like, shut the fuck up about you have to be early to get viewership. None of that stuff matters. What matters is that your immediate audience cares about it. And based on the initial performance, that's how it's gonna scale off of next closest neighbor that the YouTube algorithm may think is the other audience. It's just sad, bro. Still shadow banned as usual. So obviously, you know, my viewership is gonna be less compared to everyone else. But what I want to show you is like the relative viewership, right? Everyone else is too. It's just like, you would think this should hit easy 10k plus, man. It's womp womp. All right. Next up, Call of the Night came back. It was good, I guess. Right? An episode of just talking about feelings and getting us readjusted to what's happening. The opening and the endings were really hyped though. Creepy Nuts, I think, was phenomenal with the opening. The visuals are fucking crazy too. The episode itself was pretty chill, so I don't really expect many people to really care about it. But my god, to this extent though, like to this extent though, look at this. Holy shit, that's sad. 1,700 views. This is the lowest performing video of summer 2025. Just gonna let you know right now. I think we're dropping this. I think we are absolutely dropping this. There's way too many animes that is competing with so many other shows. Who knows what's gonna happen at that third day mark? But god fucking damn. Like, this is it? Like, are you serious? So many of these other shitty ass fucking animes that we checked out is doing way better in this. Yeah, we at least we got the Creepy Nuts song though, right? Hey, the Creepy Nuts song is pretty good. I enjoyed that. The Creepy Nuts song was great, and you know, it's scaling off. Great. At least, you know, I was able to cover the whole season, right? We made a 6-hour, you know, mega compilation, 5-hour mega compilation, and hey, this did pretty good, right? But like, no one cares. Genuinely, no one gives a fuck about Call of the Night, and it is what it is. No promises about it being dropped or not, but it's probably gonna get dropped at this rate. Episode itself, though, it was good. Next up, Granblue isn't airing yet. It's airing today, though. We'll be watching that. Detective These Days Are Crazy, I think, was pretty mid. I'm sorry. It's not funny to me. It's enjoyable, and I can kind of get along with it, but the comedies is like, basically, here's a realistic fucked up facial reaction. Okay? I don't know, man. The comedy for me just didn't hit. I didn't really care about it. Fan service is too much? What fan service? What fan service did this anime do, bro? I don't remember any fan service. This anime, again, is just... I guess the comedy is very subjective, and I didn't vibe with it. Now, in terms of viewership, though, it's actually kind of okay. Like, what the hell? Like, look at this. Detectives. Look at this shit. Not bad. It's better than Call the Night, right? I mean, it is the first episode, right? So everyone's gonna be checking out the first episode and stuff like that. But I don't expect this to last long. And I think that if there's too many different animes I want to check out, this is also kind of on the chopping block simply by me not really enjoying it that much combined with it not really being exceptional. That's pretty much it. Okay. Next up. What do we got? Let's see. 1 second. The next anime I want to talk about is Krivates. Krivates, bro. Krivates goes to great. It shocked me how good this anime was. First episode, I felt dark fantasy 90s vibes. Now, was it because of the visual filter? I don't know. I was really impressed by the movement, bro. I was so impressed by how much the fight scenes actually, like, seems to matter. Things were moving. Krivates' attacks, it's so fast, and god damn, the dark fantasy is there. And on top of that, there's like a funny aspect of it, of this, like, dark lore that is taking care of this baby now. And there's a lot of slice of life fun that can come from that. Really enjoyed the first, pilot episodes of like 40 something plus minutes. And I think a lot of people also enjoyed it too, right? If we look at Krivates, look at that, man. 4.7? God damn. Not bad. Did better than Dandadan. For sure it did, right? It did really well, and I'm excited that a lot of people are down to watch this, and hopefully this isn't fraudulent and a lot of people, will stick around to watch it. But first episode, fantastic. I think this is easily a great anime. Next up, we got Arknights. I'm not gonna lie, guys. Arknights, to me, it looks good. Yeah, it looked good. It looked good. Well, okay, what even is this tier list right now, though? I've been thinking about what this tier list really is. Am I doing like an objective rating of like production value? Am I doing like how much I enjoyed it? So from now on, I've decided the tier list actually will be based on objective production value. And then at the end, I'm going to recalibrate it into how much I enjoyed it. Therefore, I will bump up Detectives These Days Are, crazy up here. So right now, again, this is just like whatever I think is just, what does that even mean, objective production value? I guess how much I think that this anime is moving and sounds good, and I'm not really, maybe something like that? I don't know. I'm still trying to figure shit out too. But right now, I'm just going to list it based on like what I think it should be in like an unbiased way if possible. And at the very end, I'll do like my biased, just like how much I enjoyed stuff where don't really care about production value. So Arknights, I think, was pretty good. It's flashy. It's nice. I just don't remember shit, bro. God damn, it's lore heavy. I don't think anyone remembers that shit, man. But it was, I'm still kind of following along. Arknights though, it's crazy. Every year, Arknights people just pull up out of nowhere and just supports the Arknights content. Because this ain't my home. This is not my community, okay? It's also crazy how it hasn't even been the third day and like a little boost happened simply due to the nature of how big the Arknights community is externally and how much this video was able to get to that audience. Because if we look at this, this is not my fandom, bro. Look at that. Look at the ratio of non-sub to sub, right? Usually it's the complete opposite until like 30, the third day hits, right? So what does that tell me? It's the Arknights tourists, man. They're always around. Every year, Arknights pulls up and they come out to watch. And you know what? Let's go, baby. Let's fucking go. I'll keep making this content for you, man. Next up, BBL Shota hasn't aired yet. This hasn't aired yet. This hasn't aired. This actually did air, but I don't know. Okay, Witch Watch, I think we're dropping. Witch Watch, we are dropping this. Why are we dropping it? Because no one's watching, man. It's so sad. What happened to this show, man? I was enjoying this so much, but I can't keep making the video if Witch Watch can't even break 2,000 views, man. Can't even break 2,000 views after this long? That is pathetic. Now, technically, the viewership has been on the decline ever since, right? I think that it's just been a hard watch for a lot of people since the beginning for whatever reason, and it's dead. It's fucking dead, bro. It is dead. And I cannot keep making videos, especially when we're in a brand new season and there's so many other animes, you know, that should take priority over a project that's basically just, it's failed. It's a failed project. Womp womp. At least we were able to watch, you know, Core 1. I enjoyed Core 1. I give it like a 7.5 out of 10. It was a cute, funny show, but wah 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 wah. Togenanki hasn't aired yet. Kaiju 8 hasn't aired yet. Mid Saga, new Saga. This shit was, it's pretty mid, was it not? We kind of went in and it just kind of like setting the tone. It was enjoyable mid. Apparently this is like the OG regression anime. So like guy goes in and, you know, he's about to beat the final boss, but then he has to like sacrifice everyone to do so, and then we get a new game plus and boom, he gets to redo things over again. The only compelling part was when bro grabbed that girl's ass for a bit. That's it. that was it. How is New Saga doing? New Saga. It did better than Call the Night. It did better than Call the Night, and you know, like, I don't know if we're gonna be continuing this, man. I don't know. It's like, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see if it can cook, but I think that this is pretty mid. Probably the weakest in terms of like, no, I think that Minogra is probably the weakest in production value, but this anime, it looked okay. It's just set up first episode. I'm just waiting for something to happen. Next up, another great anime, My Dress Up Darling. Dress Up Darling came in hot, and what do? Marin Gyat. Marin's ass was on display, and Gojo is trying not to bust. Other than that, got to see more Noah scenes. Love Noah, man. She's crazy. She's just so corked up, and she's just yelling, "Are you guys dating?" Anyways, it was a fan service episode to get us back into things, and you know, there's a bit of like Gojo thinking about, wow, these people are actually not so mean and cruel. Wow, it looks like that Nonchan was just the only bitch in my life, huh? What if Nonchan is Noah though? That'd be crazy. I mean, the hair color matches, but who knows? This anime is so sad. Dude, this anime is dead. Netflix jail. The fuck? We'll talk about that later. Is there anything I'm missing? Where's City the Animation? Is City the Animation here? Where is it? Maybe I already pulled it up. City? 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 Is it here? Where's City the Animation? I don't know. Let's just say that this is City the Animation for fun. City the Animation, I think, was great. It was a very unique art style, right? It was such a unique, like the Nichijou, right? The Nichijou comparison. KyoAni came out with such a unique, you know, anime where it's just crazy cracked slice of life stuff, and I genuinely enjoyed it. Now, comedy is subjective. Not a lot of the skits really hit, but there were a couple skits that actually cared a lot about, right? For example, the moment when like the two girls at the middle school were walking home and we had this like nice jazz music playing and we're just exploring the world, and you know, I felt the vibes. I felt immersed, man. And the samurai guy, right, in the restaurant, that was pretty funny. So even though this, you know, I think that none of it hit for me, this actually hit for me. Now, unfortunately, City the Animation, I think, is also dead. It is probably the lowest performing, maybe even worse than Call of the Night. Ooh, yikes. there's a pretty good chance that we're not going to be watching this anymore. I tried, but it's not really, you know, compelling to a lot of people. Womp womp. But I think it's a great anime. I do. Next up. This Banished from the Party one, huh? This shit was... alright. It looked good. It looked alright. It did. It looked alright. I enjoyed it. I always love Banished from the Party animes. You have a hot blonde, you know, Gyaru like master taking care of this boy, and he's training hard, and we already got a little bit of getting into a party and carrying them and already kicked out and stuff like that. It's alright. A lot of people, you know, seem to enjoy it too. We'll see where it goes, but I think it was a pretty decent anime. The production value was better than I expected. That's kind of the theme for summer 2025 though. A lot of these animes, the production value were very like, way better than I expected, man. None of the animes are like PNG animes, man. And in terms of the probably the worst produced anime so far that we've seen, it's probably this anime, right? Apocalypse Bringer Minogra. But if we're doing an objective production value tier list, should it not be down here? What is this tier list right now? Well, I'll try to like keep it like objective as... Just because it's mid doesn't... Right. My enjoyability has nothing to do with this initial tier list. I think that the art style, the movement, it's pretty mid. But the story carries, right? The characters are so cute. I love the interactions. And the story, I'm really immersed into it. Later on, I'll probably bump this up to grade in terms of how much I enjoyed it. It's a mid-looking anime, but it's pretty fucking good. And the best opening, I think, for summer 2025 for me. Music is a subjective thing, but, you know, this opening genuinely was the best song that I've personally heard this year, this season. Next up, this is a pretty good one too, right? This is pretty fun. The Shy Hero and the Assassin Princesses, right? It's a very funny premise. I don't know how long the gimmick's gonna last, because it's basically like 3 girls are tasked to kill this hero, and this hero is a virgin simp who just, at any sight of woman fan service, he just passes out. But because he's such a Giga Chad, like he's such a shy and introverted person, but he's so fucking strong. He's basically One Punch Man. And him saving the girls ends up them getting rizzed up. Also, I'm enjoying the slice of life, you know, interactions between the 3 girls too. And a lot of people really enjoyed this. I was shocked. I thought that, you know, not a lot of people would really care about the Shy one, but it did pretty good. One of the best performing series in you know, the first couple day uploads. Exceeding expectations almost. Not bad, right? It's probably all my, you know, audience, yeah, but it was really good. I enjoyed it a lot. Hopefully, you know, we can keep watching it, but it's good anime. Next up, Summer Hikaru Died. Probably up here, right? It's probably up here, right? This is something else, man. This is shocking. It's scary. It's terrifying. I think that the slow burn nature combined with the fact that there is, you know, yaoi, BL, gay stuff happening will turn off a lot of people. But the target audience, hopefully the video finds them. The first like 70% of the episode was kind of just nothing really happening other than a very eerie setup of like, what is going on? Who the hell is this kid? Why is this kid so obsessed with Hikaru? Wait, Hikaru's dead? What the hell? We're just hanging out? And then there's a moment, as soon as we see the grandma, oh my god, that grandma, bro, was, oh, what the fuck? She was scary. And then after that point, just horror film. Actually fucking scary. Usually like horror anime, scary animes, it's I don't know. I feel like scary animes I don't really care about too much. It's never really that scary. This one though, I was spooked, man. I was actually, what the fuck? It's very artistic. I loved it. How did it do though? How did Hikaru do? Hopefully good enough. Oh, spelled that wrong. Come on. Hikaru. It did alright. I was hoping for, you know, way more than this, considering it's such a big anime. It's underperforming. But the target audience, very high quality audience. And if we look at the audience tab, yeah. So what does this tell me? This tells me that within my local community, because right now it hasn't been that 3rd day, you know, Shadowban backloaded boost yet. So despite it being just to my local community, the fact that the distribution is almost 50-50 tells me that my community don't give a fuck about it, but there is an external audience that does care about it, and that external audience, which also has a lot of girls, 25% females, that is record shattering. There's no fucking situation that this happens unless it's, you know, BL shows like this. So I'll keep watching. I'm gonna keep watching this shit. It's fun. It's art. Next up. These animes we haven't seen yet. Ugly Mug Epic Fighter. This shit was pretty good, was it not? This shit was really good, was it not? Also, I guess if we're doing like objective, like, I don't know, probably like put it up here of like, I don't know, like, again, I'm just trying to like get a vibe for like what even is like production value. I'm basically whatever looks good, right? Am I ignoring the story part though? Does the story matter? But if the story matters, then my personal bias now comes into enjoyment. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just gonna put these guys up here for now. It was good. It was really good. Probably peak in terms of how much I enjoyed. Shit was fucking so funny to me, man. This is actually so funny to me. Like, goddamn, like the premise of an isekai main character being just a fat ugly bastard. Are you serious? Like, goddamn, this shit was so funny. This shit was so funny. I loved it. I hope that it's gonna do really well on my channel. If you haven't seen it, and if you enjoy Isekai Slop, absolutely check this out. It's actually so fucking good. Next up, Silent Witch. Great. One of the best. One of the production of Silent Witch is really good, right? I think that I gotta get away from the production value argument though. Let's go back, right? Let's go back to like, hold up. It's really getting in my head of like, what do I consider good, what great, right? So hold up, let's just recalibrate this. I'm gonna drop down back here again. Call the night as well. What am I doing here? I don't know. I'm confused now. I'm really confused now, man. Cause like the reason that I can't do the enjoyment tier list is people get really fucking upset and they don't understand why Tibate is on peak tier. That's why I think it's better if I have an objective tier list that doesn't have my enjoyment to it, but what I think is like art. That's so subjective though, right? So again, I think I'm gonna try this new formula where I do like what I think is objective, and then at the very end, just like recalibrate it with just my bias. So I guess Sakuga alone isn't enough to get it up there though. We'll keep it like here for now. We'll keep it like here for now. Dandadan did look stunning though. No. Call the Night as well. These two, I'm kind of, I don't know where to put these. I don't know where to put these. I need to take a bathroom break. I need to think about this 1 second. I've come to a conclusion. The first pass at this tier list will always be a combination of like objective production value as well as like kind of like how much I enjoyed it. While the recalibration will be completely biased where I don't really care about production value, I just care about did I enjoy that anime or not. So like I think that Dandadan does belong here. Yes. I'm gonna put this up here too. I guess the first pass cares more about production value then? I don't know. Fuck. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Well, then I'm gonna put this down here then. What else should be down here? This is low-key pretty mid too, man. This is low-key pretty mid too. Right? Hold up. This is a weird tier. I'm getting confused, man. I'm getting confused in my own fucking tier list. I need to think more. I need to think more about this. But this is gonna get recalibrated the more I think about this. Where is the cooking anime? You're right. Let's talk about the cooking anime. Outcast Restaurant. Love that shit. So wholesome. So bubbly. Now, it took a child slave to get to the wholesome part, which I think is, you know, do we need to... Is there no other way to do this? Why is it always like... We're saving a child slave, and then it's like, wow, so nice, we're gonna treat her well, but like, there's something fucked up about that, right? So we'll just kind of ignore that. I really enjoyed the episode 1 though. It was so wholesome, it was so funny. You know, the guy gets banished from the party, and he's like, fuck you, I'm gonna make my own restaurant now, and then, you know, he was like, just, I don't know, you just doing his thing, taking care of his girls, man. The main character is a Giga Chad. The lolly is so cute. There's a lot of funny, quirky characters. Very wholesome show, man. Next up, Water Magician. Oh, did I just skip to talk about Silent Witch? My bad. Okay, let's talk about Silent Witch again. Silent Witch, so fucking good. So much quality. The little attention to detail that this anime has, the background art, the little assets of different, like, you know, creatures and monsters, and everything is hand drawn, and the voice acting and the quirky main character and the interactions between the characters and the different personality traits like they're made. Everything about it is it's just screaming quality, man. And she's just mewing the entire time too. There's a lot of, you know, aura farming happening. Love the direction of how we're going into an academy under, you know, disguise as well. And there's some mysteries going on too with like the crown prince and the second prince of why we're even saving them. It was genuinely such a great anime. I do believe it's definitely one of the best animes happening this season. For sure it is. Next up, Water Magician, I think also goes up here, right? I think Water Magician was absolutely stunning. It is so stunning in how slow-paced this anime is. It gave me Frieren vibes. It captured the essence of what it means to be like, what's it called? What it means to be a open world exploration. If you've ever played MMOs and you've been in the open wild and you're just kind of going to different regions, you have no idea what's going on. You just see a random monster, you want to fight it. God damn, this shit was phenomenal, man. And on top of that, it's an isekai anime. I hear that it was very rushed, fast-paced first episode, which is funny to me because, like, what? That was fast-paced? Because nothing seemed to really happen other than fighting monsters. But it looks like the anime apparently is taking its decision to, you know, wrap up the tutorial phase so that we can immediately get into civilization to get into the isekai tropes that everyone loves. So overall, first episode, very, very promising. Loved it. Next up, Gachakura. It was great. Gachakura was also great. I think that Studio Bones absolutely nailed it with it, right? I think that Studio Bones absolutely nailed... What did they nail? The overall, like, vibes of this, like, dichotomy of society that exists where people are just literally treated like trash. I felt it. I felt the oppression. I felt how we were done dirty. It's a very, like, it's the social commentary on reality. It fits really well. The action was limited, but there wasn't supposed to be really any action other than, you know, Rudo escaping the trash stuff. The plot is pretty interesting. Really interested in the conspiracy, who the masked person is, why he framed, you know, like, Rudo's, like, adoptive dad's death on us now. I was thinking, what if the masked guy is actually your dad? I don't know. The way that we were forced into this bullshit crime and everyone's watching us get hung and even our love interest betrays us at the end. God damn, I felt the... I felt like This is so fucked up, and I'm locked in, and I feel like I'm Ruto, and I want to get to the bottom of this. And we literally get to the bottom of the pit, and then there's this giant ass CG trash monster coming for us, and I'm excited to see where the story is gonna go from here on out. It's obviously shows like this, it's hard to do well on my channel due to the separate audience that we have, but it does good enough where I think we can keep watching it. So first episode, it was like a solid, I think, like 8 out of 10 for me. Really enjoyed it. Is it gonna be like a season-defining anime? I don't think so, but it doesn't need to be. It was good. It was great. Next up, Lord of Mysteries, I think also goes on great, right? I think Lord of Mysteries, like, it's kind of hard to compare Lord of Mysteries with these other animes because the donghua is just so different. Whether it be the pacing or the, like, when we watch To Be Hero X, I don't feel that it's a donghua. You know what I mean? It's weird. It's so different. Yeah, exactly. When I watch Lord of Mysteries, it genuinely does feel like I'm watching a completely different medium of anime, and it is. It's Chinese animation, right? But it's just interesting how Link Click and To Be Hero X, I hear, is more akin to, you know, the Japanese style animation that everyone's familiar with. But Lord of Mysteries, what they're doing, it's completely different. The pacing is really, really fast paced. I'm keeping up with it, but I cannot say that, like, this is like living up to the hype. And let's just get completely real for a second. The first 3 episodes, do you really think that this is like the pinnacle of animation? I don't think so, because the story hasn't got a chance to prove its mysteries to us. This show is supposed to be crazy plot twists and mysteries that's been foreshadowed that's gonna blow your mind later on. It hasn't even, it's literally just getting started. So, not only is the pacing so fucking rushed that people don't really know what's going on top of that, it can't execute on its strongest strength, which is the mind-breaking plot twist, the world building, the immersion, and stuff like that. It needs a long time to, you know, cook, man. We need it to cook more. I cannot say, and a lot of people might say, oh my god, this is the most peak anime ever due to, you know, peer pressure. I don't look at it like that. I just kind of sit back and think to myself, did I really enjoy it? Did I really watch it? I did. I think that it's a great anime, but I think Taco P definitely takes the crown. Now, let's recalibrate. Now that we've done this tier list where I'm mixing in like objective production value with a little bit of my own bias, let's recalibrate this and just have fun, okay? To top, I enjoyed this shit so much. It was so fucking funny, bro. Bad Ugly Bastard Isekai to the top. I'm not gonna lie, it's gonna be really mean. Detective these days, trash. I did not vibe with any of the comedy. It was whatever. Arknights, go down here. What the fuck is going on? I have no clue. I'm trying to keep up with the plot. It's alright, but I am not locked in. Call the Night, kind of mid too. Talking about feelings, wah 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 wah. Apocalypse Bringer Minogra, go up. Really fun. I loved it. City the animation, it stays here. Silent Witch, peak. I enjoyed it so much. It was quality. It was so fucking good. Hikaru, I think, stays here. Dress of Darling, get. Probably down here though. It's just kind of just ass, right? Dress of Darling is just fan service, just get. To Be Hero X, mid. Get down here. Dan Da Dan, over here. Assassin Hero, I think it's probably over here. Clivates was here. Gachikura, yeah. Water Maid, yeah. Anything else? Let's see. Anything else should be dropped or above? Let's see. I think this is good. I think this is pretty decent in how much I enjoyed. Maybe here? Maybe here? Maybe here? Something like that? Yeah, maybe? Maybe this? Nah, Taco P in the most recent episode was fucking cracked. I think this is my final recalibrated tier list. Where, again, I don't care about production value. This is all complete bias, enjoyment, and this is how much I enjoyed these animes this week. Tune in next week for the next roster, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.